What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you another video in relation to the Madden 18 ratings. But this is one, if you guys are in online leagues or you have buddies that are playing that don't watch me, you're going to get the upper hand when Madden 18 finally comes out. So based off of the leaked launch ratings, I have come up and compiled a list of the top 10 sleepers for you to look and try if you're doing a fantasy draft, if you're doing anything like that, or just general looking for a team that may kind of be under the radar. These players here are absolutely beasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all rookies outside of one, but that's, because it's new players. Outside of that, everyone knows the same general, sleepers like Trey McBride at wide receiver, just to name one off the top of my head. That's the only one for some reason I can think of. But rookies, these are new players. These are players that are unknown commodities that I have done a deep dive looking through all the spreadsheets and have found the best players. One common trait for most of these guys is speed, because speed does kill in Madden. They said they're trying to down it down just a little bit for the upcoming game, but I believe it when I see it. So without further ado, how many we got? 1, 2, 3 guys on defense. So that's 7 players on the offense. They're ranked in no particular order, and the only real parameter is 75 and under. So those are guys that not a lot of players like to look for. They want to go with the flashy guys, and once you get down there, they start drafting veterans and stuff. This is where you can get the jump on them by getting a young player that you can develop that has B stats off the get-go. So number 10, we're gonna work our way down, is gonna be Duke Riley, the outside linebacker from the Atlanta Falcons. The rookie player is a 71 overall. Mother of God. 86 speed, 87 tackling, 78 block shed, 77 pursuit, 74 man coverage, 76 zone coverage, and 82 hit power. He's classified as a right outside linebacker, can play everywhere. It brings you incredible versatility, can play right, can play middle, can play outside. And with those stats, man, that's like fringe, like, pull a Miles Jack and try to make him safety if you really want to get crazy and try to just really think out the ballpark. But Duke Riley is going to be a very, very good player for you guys to use. And definitely a guy I personally would try to target as another one of those talented LSU linebackers. Number 9 is going to be Davis Webb, the quarterback, the backup to Eli Manning there in New York with a 73 overall. I kind of didn't believe his stats when I saw them. I was like, how's that a 73 overall? So he has 79 speed, 85 acceleration, 93 throw power, 92 throw accuracy in general, which goes with 83 throw accuracy short and 77 throw on the run. There you go. You want your sleeper franchise QB. I don't know what his dev trait. It'll probably be just a normal developmental trait. And they may spice it up with a quick. I doubt that. But he was my sleeper quarterback going into this year's draft class. And those Madden stats do not surprise me at all, as he would have been my sleeper quarterback. If I need a QB, obviously we have the GOAT Carson Wentz in Philly. So we didn't need a quarterback. But very good stats, and could definitely be, at the worst case, if you're looking to get a backup quarterback that you can develop behind a veteran, if you get a Drew Brees type or a Phillip Rivers, Davis Webb is certainly a guy you want to target. Going to number 8 is going to be Trent Taylor, the wide receiver on the San Francisco 49ers, who has a 74 overall, a rookie as well. He has 90 acceleration, 91 agility, 86 catching, 94 ball carrier vision, 82 catching traffic, and 81 route running. Very much a slot wide receiver, as he's pretty undersized, under 6 feet tall, probably like under 6 feet tall, and definitely under 190 pounds whenever it's all said and done. But finding a very clutch slot wide receiver that you can develop, I really like Trent Taylor, as his college football stats were mind-boggling. So it's not really surprising to me that he was a sleeper at the slot wide receiver position. So hopefully you guys can go out there and get him too. Going to number 7, not so much a sleeper, but still might slide through the cracks. And that is going to be Zay Jones, the wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, with a 74 overall. Zay Jones has 90 speed, 88 catching, 81 ball carrier vision, 90 spectacular catch, and 86 catch in traffic. Very, very good player. Was really, really good in the Senior Bowl. Stood out. Should have had like goddamn 6-7 touchdowns if the quarterbacks didn't suck. Zay Jones is a beast, much like Trent Taylor, put up mind-boggling stats in college football. And like I said, with that 74 overall, I mean, if you quickly go through the Bills, he's probably going to be the 3rd wide receiver on the depth chart behind Sammy Watkins and Philly Brown. So you may be able to fleece someone in a trade because they just see him, oh, he's just our 3rd wide receiver. And you can get yourself a guy that definitely should have quick development trait, should have generous development trait that can build, and in the worst case, has a floor of a wide receiver 2, a very high wide receiver 2, but certainly could emerge as a wide receiver 1. Moving on to number 6, staying at the wide receiver position, I'm going with Josh Malone, the rookie wide receiver on the Cincinnati Bengals, who has a 68 overall. He is a big-bodied wide receiver. He'll probably come in around 6'2", 6'3", has 92 speed, 83 catching, 79 ball carrier vision, 83 spectacular catch, and 78 catch in traffic. Very talented wide receiver. Didn't have the best quarterback play because I really hate Josh Dobbs at the University of Tennessee, but plenty of upside here with Josh Malone. for, especially with 68. He's definitely a guy, especially with, if they don't improve the AI in Madden, he could very well get cut. Could be on the chopping block for the Bengals, and you may be able to add him as a free agent in your first season. Jumping to number 5, finally a defender again. It's going to be Cordrea Tankersley, the corner on the Miami Dolphins, who has a 72 overall. He's going to be rangy, probably 6 feet tall, somewhere around 190 pounds. He has 92 speed, 79 pursuit, 81 man coverage, 78 zone, and 85 press. So, I mean, he definitely is going to get lost in the names right now in the secondary of the Miami Dolphins behind Byron Maxwell. Tony Lippett's definitely ahead of them just for, probably will open up like 3 or 4, probably 4 if I had to guess. So another guy, 72 is probably too high for him to get cut. But if you're in a league with someone that doesn't really know anything, you can fleece him here for a very talented corner. Probably will just have normal development trade if I had to guess, but still with those stats there, if you're starting out 72, he could probably come high 70s, low 80s when all is said and done. Move to number 4, jump into the running back spot. We have Tariq Cohen on the Chicago Bears with a, I think, fairly generous 72 overall, but he's like, your next little Darren Sproles here. 92 speed, he's really undersized, like 5'6", 170 pounds, but 92 speed, 95 agility, 79 carrying, so he shouldn't get, too many fumbles for you, 82 ball carrier vision, and 90 juke. So more so from the fact that for special teams, and I know a lot of people really like the undersized shiftier backs in Madden. He is going to be your guy. 72, you may be able to get him for trade bait, especially if you're playing a guy who does have the Chicago Bears. Maybe he's fine with Jordan Howard. Maybe he doesn't really realize that Cohen can be a decent third down back, and he could be expendable because he has Jordan Howard. And then you can get yourself a nice shifty back. It really goes to a play style, kind of a particular player, because there are plenty of guys that prefer the smaller, shiftier backs. Guys that have always just, Reggie Bush is my guy. Those kind of people. We all know those kind of people. Cohen will be their guy this year. Going number 3, it is going to be Paul Richardson, the wide receiver who made Odell Beckham-like catches for some reason every week for the Seahawks during the last playoff run, who has a 75 overall, so the highest overall of any player we're going to talk about. But he's 6 feet tall, 94 speed, 85 catching, 86 spectacular catch. That has cheese written all over it. He's been pretty goddamn sleepery for the last couple of Maddens, but more so now because that spectacular catch rating has jumped up dramatically after that playoff run. So Paul Richardson, a guy, might be tough to get, but he's certainly a guy because I know he's in his last year with the Seahawks. So if you're in like a computer controlled league, he's probably going to be a free agent year 1, and it's definitely a guy you want to try to target. Going to number 2 is going to be the rookie corner Jalen Myrick, who is a 67 overall. Speed, 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 and versatility. He's classified. He can play anywhere. He's a defensive back. He can play corner. He can play safety. 96 speed, 89 jumping. I think he should be 6 feet tall at least. 75 pursuit, 76 man, 81 press, and 74 hit power. I'm pretty damn sure that he is classified as a corner, but I could be. I'm pretty damn sure that he's classified as corner. He's on the Jags, so he's definitely near the bottom of their depth chart in this year's Madden. And he's 100% a guy I want to target right away, especially if you're doing like a low-key squad builder. Myrick is going to be your guy. I think more so he's the kind of guy that can definitely, he's classified as a corner. You can bump him up to a safety. You may get a very generous rating boost. He's a 67. I can see him bumping up a safety, 72, 73. You probably won't get much in terms of developmental trait as he was a 7th round pick, but plenty of upside. I love the look of Jalen Myrick. That's why he's coming in at number 2. And at number 1, cheese, is going to be Curtis Samuel of the Carolina Panthers, classified as a wide receiver. I think you could probably move him to running back if you really wanted to get funky. He's a 73 overall. He has 95 speed, 93 acceleration, 91 agility, 80 catching, 74 carry, 82 ball carrier vision, and 76 route running. I would imagine they're probably going to hook him up with a quick developmental trait. Got to be tough to get him. I think he's going to be one of these guys that his name's going to jump off and, people are going to be aware of how good he's going to be. They're going to see the 95 speed. But I think a guy like Curtis Samuel is totally a player that you want to try to target. His catching stats, not so great. But this is more so maybe looking at the Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers have a fairly overrated roster, which is good for a Madden player. I think there's plenty of options. So if you have a chance to pick a team that's not necessarily your team, or if your team's taken and you're joining an online league, the Panthers should be low-key a team you want to target. Especially in the 4, you got Cam Newton, who's always OP. You got Christian McCaffrey. You got Kelvin Benjamin for the cheesy jump balls. Same with Devin Funches. You mix in Curtis Samuel. You still got G-Reg with his 3rd leg and a pretty good defense. I think Panthers are certainly looking like a top 5 team for online franchise modes. It's not the run-of-the-mill Packer, Patriot, Steeler kind of mold. So there you go, guys. Those are my top 10 sleepers for the upcoming Madden 18 game. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any other sleepers I may have missed. As always, guys, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Madden 18 season is just beginning here on Beast Mode TV, and it's going to be one fucking hell of a ride. So, you know, subscribe, and we'll do this together. We'll get through this together. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.